Mitakai Racing. Yesterday, I was at Mass, Catholic Mass with my wife. Yeah, I know. And the priest, whom I normally don't like as a, he's not charismatic. I mean, I'm sure he's a fine guy, but his sermons tend to be boring and rambling. But I tell you what, yesterday, man, I've never heard him so on point, and I have never before been engaged in his sermon. And what he said was that cancel culture is a bad thing, and it is coming for organized religion. More to the point, is coming for the Catholics. And he talked about how we need to be prepared. Toward the end of the sermon, he said, "Well, maybe it won't happen, but I think it will, and we need to be prepared." And I appreciated him saying that. I would imagine that a number of people responded directly to him. I even wrote him a letter. But here's the thing. They're already coming for Catholics. They're already coming for anybody who is spiritual. Spiritual means having a relationship with the divine. And if you have that relationship, then it stands to reason that you are going to grow spiritually. You're going to grow as a person. You're going to contribute more to the world. However, as with many other words and concepts, it has been redefined by progressives, redefined by cancel culturists, and that's not what it means anymore to them. Spiritual is, I don't know, having some sort of connection with the universe. But you know, the universe is God. God created the universe. God created all these laws. God created science. God created evolution. These things go hand in hand. So when you use the shorthand that says white people are evil and black people are weak, or non-whites are weak, you deny God. You deny Catholicism. You deny organized religion. You deny. Because God created us all equal. He created us with equality of opportunity, equality of grace, equality of birth. We are God's children. Equality of outcome? The only way that can happen is if it's socially engineered. And I don't know, there at least used to be talk toward that in years past, but that's not what progressives want anymore. They want non-whites to gain the ascendancy and whites to get less. Now listen, I can handle myself. I can provide for my family. I will. I have been. I'm not angry because I don't know, whites are being treated unfairly. I'm angry because blacks are being treated unfairly. I'm angry because the human race, and that's the only race, folks, the human race is being treated unfairly. That's what gets my goat. And a couple of cows and maybe a sheep or two, and I don't know, maybe even a few aardvarks. It is not healthy on any level. It used to be that psychological theory said, acknowledge the harm that is being done around you, get away from the harm, address the harm, advocate so that the harm is lessened or even eliminated. But first and foremost, take care of your own soul, take care of your own self. What can you do to better your situation? Do you realize what kind of strength and resiliency and grace you have been born with? And work to develop that. And I suppose that's still true if we're just going to deal within the tribes of whites. But anything else, well, it's the white man's fault. And that is not responsible. That is not life affirming. God's family works together. The idea that whites shouldn't talk about other cultures and ethnicities, that straight shouldn't be talking about gays, that men shouldn't talk about women, etc., etc., etc. Nonsense. We are all here to learn from and help each other. We are family. And I will end that with part 1. Peace, 4 fingers.